We have multiple Jalen Brunson updates to go over right now, as Jalen Brunson went down with an injury that Mike Brown and the Knicks have spoken very little on, but now insiders have multiple updates regarding Jalen Brunson, what the injury is, what the timeline is, and how long we're looking at Jalen Brunson not playing with the Knicks, and also what the Knicks' plans are without Jalen Brunson, how everything's going to change, potential starters, and on top of that, also how the rotation will change and much more as well. Guys, a whole lot to go over right now, but real quick, if you are part of that 55% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe because we have daily New York Knicks updates that you do not want to miss out on. We have all the latest Knicks news coming out every single day, so make sure to be subscribed and have those notifications on. But let's jump right into the video, guys, because there's a lot to talk about. Jalen Brunson did go down with an ankle injury against the Orlando Magic, a game the Knicks would end up losing, but nobody really cares about that because Jalen Brunson got injured, and we're looking at the big picture. Sure, it sucks the Knicks lost to the Magic. The Magic were playing a very, very physical game, did not get any of the fouls called that the Knicks were getting called on them, so that was super frustrating to watch, and they were playing very physical, which was part of the reason that Jalen Brunson would end up getting hurt towards the end. He drove into the paint, got bumped by Wendell Carter Jr., rolled his ankle, and here we are right now. Brunson is out with an ankle. We saw him walk off on his own, but then later we got the message that terrified us all as James Edwards revealed that Jalen Brunson left MSG in a walking boot and using crutches, which is obviously the last thing you want to see about Jalen Brunson. And as Edwards mentioned, no official report from the team on the injury. Mike Brown just said afterwards that he rolled his right ankle. So obviously that is the worst possible news. We understand that Jalen Brunson has had ankle injuries before. This is to his right ankle. That is the same ankle that he hurt on March 6th in LA a year ago. Or not a year ago, a couple months ago. And also, he ended up missing a month from that time. So we know Jalen Brunson is susceptible to that right ankle injury. It rolls fairly often. JB has had his fair share of ankle injuries throughout his career right now. And just to see him go down with another one obviously makes your heart sink because we know he's dealt with this before. We know how ankles, the more you sprain them, the more they get easier and easier and easier to sprain. And we obviously don't want Jalen Brunson missing any time, especially down the line of the season when things get important. But it's already important now. And the question is, when will he be able to get back on the floor? And well, Ian Begley discussed everything surrounding JB. First things first, saying Brunson was seen outside of the locker room using crutches and some sort of protective boot on his ankle. Mike Brown said he just rolled the ankle and didn't know more than that. But when you see Brunson on crutches and the boot, it leads you to believe this is a significant injury, and the Knicks know this is a significant injury. How long is he going to be out? We don't know, but usually with ankles, it's a matter of weeks, not days. So obviously the worst possible news you could hear. Jalen Brunson on the season thus far before going into this game was averaging 27 points per game, 27.7 points, 3.6 rebounds, 6.6 assists, getting a steal, shooting 47% from the field and 37% from three. Brunson is an absolutely phenomenal talent, the best player on the Knicks, and it was showing this season more than any. So obviously you hate to see this. Now, the question is after that, like, we understand JB's going to miss some time. We understand the Knicks struggle to win without Jalen Brunson. So you sort of have to start to wonder, okay, at the end of the day, we know there's going to have to be some things that the Knicks adjust to, and what exactly is Mike Brown's plans? I mean, look, last year we would see the same stuff with the Knicks. Tom Thibodeau did the same things, but what none of us were expecting was Landry Shamet to routinely be the first guy to come off the bench for the Knicks, subbing in for Mitchell Robinson, turning the Knicks into a super small ball type of team. So we've seen Mike Brown use a bunch of different rotations and experiment with multiple different starting lineups, including starting Ariel Huck-Porty, starting Landry Shamet, starting Deuce McBride. The Knicks have been all over the place this season thus far, and because of that, we are seeing that as much as it feels like there's options, like it's really, you look at Deuce, you look at Jordan Clarkson, and you say it obviously has to be one of these guys. Which one is it going to be? And at the same time, then we also know Mike Brown has been weird with it before. I mean, I wouldn't be stunned if at some point, if Brunson's out for a month, that Brown throws multiple different people in that, including Deuce, including Clarkson, and including Josh Hart. But Ian Begley did give an update on this as well. Begley said, I would assume Miles McBride slides in there to the starting lineup, but in a bigger picture sense, the Knicks were using this time to get used to one another and this new offense with Mike Brown. This robs them of that time to play together and get chemistry together. Any time without Brunson is tough for the Knicks. And I mean, that's absolutely true. Deuce is a great player, don't get me wrong, putting up 8.4 points per game this season with 2.6 rebounds and 2.8 assists with a steal. Deuce has been excellent, shooting 41% from three as well, where most of his shots are coming from. Exactly 2/3 of his shots are coming from behind the arc right now. He's a great three-point shooter, can dribble the ball to a decent level, is more of a combo guard than a pure point guard, though. Jalen Brunson definitely has some combo guard abilities, but is a point guard. He's a lead guard at the end of the day. The question has mainly been, is Deuce a lead guard? It feels like the constant answer has been not exactly like he can handle it in increments, but is he a starting point guard? Probably not at the NBA level. And yeah, the Knicks have certainly struggled without Brunson. I mean, they're a team that's made the playoffs every year. Brunson's here. They have a 19-17 record overall without Brunson since his first season with the Knicks. But at the same time, we've also seen them, when Brunson missed that month of action, still go 9-6. I mean, yeah, they had a fairly easy record in this time, but remember, Deuce also got hurt. Cameron Payne also got hurt. DeLon Wright and Tyler Kolek were the Knicks. They were the Knicks point guards for 3 to 4 games. They were the Knicks point guards that time around. So it's not like we've seen the Knicks go out there and just struggle, even when they've missed multiple guards and they're really down to what is the bottom of the barrel, and a very good bottom of the barrel when you're looking at DeLon Wright and Tyler Kolek. Obviously, DeLon Wright is a playoff hero, and we'll always love DeLon Wright as Knicks fans. But yeah, the Knicks certainly, they're worse without Brunson, but they can handle some time. By the way, during this game, the Knicks played horribly as well. They were just the Magic were being very physical, and it was working on the Knicks. Passing lanes were getting cut off a whole lot, and that does concern me because Brunson was struggling to create for his teammates, and if Brunson's struggling to create for his teammates, I do fear if other teams start to try to play this way against the Knicks that Deuce or Jordan Clarkson won't handle it as well. I think they both handle it in different ways. I think Clarkson would just start attacking ruthlessly and trying to be Jalen Brunson, where Deuce McBride is definitely more going to try to be his own player because he's a lot different from JB. Clarkson definitely has more similarities just with the shot tendencies more than anything else and the craftiness on scoring at all three levels. I'm not calling Jordan Clarkson someone who or Jalen Brunson two ball hogs per se, but they are both shoot first guys. And well, Jordan Clarkson, we know that thing's going to go up, and he's been very good at it. He was good tonight. He should have played more, but that's what happens. And obviously, it wasn't great. I mean, it's not like the Magic had a great offensive game. I mean, Franz Wagner absolutely did, and Paulo Banchero did go down with a groin injury. But looking at Franz, he balled out. Goga Bitadze had a phenomenal game as well. And you just look also, Desmond Bane really got things going against the Knicks. So basically what we saw more than anything here was the Knicks get outmatched for the first time in the Garden. Obviously, coming into this game, it felt like the Knicks should be able to win. Definitely coming out of this game, we didn't expect the Knicks to lose and for Brunson to get injured after the Knicks had already lost the game. So obviously this is one of the worst possible case scenarios that we're looking at right here. And it's important to note that if teams play like this against the Knicks again, where they try to be super defensive and try to shut you down and ultimately succeed, the Knicks without their lead guard, we're going to see right now. We're going to see exactly how much the Knicks are going to need another floor general on this team throughout this span. This right now is going to decide a lot on what the Knicks are going to do at this upcoming trade deadline. Not upcoming, it's November, but at this trade deadline in a couple of months. We're going to have a clearer idea of this very soon, based off how the Knicks can play without Brunson. Do they need another floor general? It's very possible. Can Kolek step up and play that role? It's possible. Can Jordan Clarkson, Deuce McBride, Tyler Kolek, with a mix of Josh Hart as well, handle that? It's possible. That all three of these possibilities are real. I'm kind of starting to think the Knicks might need another floor general. That's where I'm leaning right now. But I don't feel a guarantee on it. If only someone didn't retire earlier on in this year. Thanks, Malcolm Brogdon. This is when you miss Malcolm Brogdon. I know he was slowing down and all, though. It's not lost on me. But the Knicks, we will see outside Deuce McBride. We'll see Jordan Clarkson get some minutes at point guard. On the season, 9.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, shooting 47% from the field and 38% from three. Scoring the ball very well and at an efficient clip, which you absolutely love to see. I do imagine Clarkson will get some starts, not alongside Deuce, but instead of Deuce. And also Tyler Kolek will likely see his minutes go back up once again. He's thus far not had the greatest start to the season, putting up 2 points and 1.5 assists, but he's only doing this in 7 minutes of action, which is important to note, shooting 39% from the field and 23% from three thus far. But still, I do trust Tyler Kolek to really, in bigger minutes, have better numbers than that. What do you guys think, though? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, guys. Go Knicks. Jalen Brunson, prayer circle.